Welcome, because today I'm going to share with you a really important topic. It's 3 ways to make money online in 7 days or less as a healer, coach, or consultant, even if you have no tech skills. So does this resonate with you? Are you a healer, a coach, or a consultant? Do you have energetic skills that you know your soul is calling you into action to make sure that you are sharing them with the world at large, whether it's your local community or broader and beyond? Do you already have a practice, as in an income earning business that you are creating income, maybe offline or maybe online, or you're struggling with the online, or maybe you're offline and you're trying to work out, how do I, like so many other people, turn my healing business, my coaching business, my consulting business into an online business, or at least have that as a pathway in addition to your offline streams. So if you are a healer, a coach, or consultant, drop a yes down below, or let me know. Yes, I'm a healer. Yes, I'm a coach, a consultant, or maybe all 3 like me. I'm Katie Joy, the global butterfly, all about transforming lives. I'm an intuitive energy healer, particularly for the healers. And also I am all about helping you with lifestyle transformation. And so I'm really excited to share with you these 3 ways to make money online in 7 days or less as a coach, a healer, or a consultant, even if you have no tech skills. So one of the things that really, before I even go into these 3 ways, it's going to step into the first one, is a lot of people are still exchanging their time for money, 1 for 1. And that's okay. That's one way to be able to make money. And it's a primary way, but it's also a very limited way. It means that there's only so much of you over so much a period of time, which everyone has the same amount of time. And that energy and effort and time has its limitations around to it. Hey, Denise, lovely to see you on here. And so you can make income online one-on-one as you would offline one-on-one, either as a healer, a coach, or a consultant. And you can do that through very easy methods and means by just simply setting up a very simple calendar, having a PayPal link, communicating with people on Facebook or Instagram or whatever your preferred platform of social media is, where your ideal clients hang out. And then you can be able to have those conversations with people and then set up one-on-one opportunities with them to be able to then either do it by phone or like me, I prefer to do it by Zoom, or you could even do it by Facebook Messenger. It really is very low tech skills required for any of those. And 2 of those are free. Pretty much, if you've got a phone plan that allows you to do that anyway, or if you've got Wi-Fi, you can still do a phone call via Facebook Messenger. It's still free. So really just helping you to get yourself into that cash flow state, making money online so that you can realize that it's possible for you too. I feel like I might sneeze. So if I do, please forgive me. I am live as I'm doing this and my eyes are watering. This blue light is really hacking at my eyes lately. So carrying on, but if they're watering, you know why. So, And then the second one is like your one-to-many. You want to start shifting and leveraging your time. So you're not just swapping your time for a rate per hour. And even if you are doing that with one-on-one, you want to consider what are some of the options with one-on-one. Are you selling a session, which is typically going to be for a per rate? But I still want you to consider what are the results you're helping people with. Don't be charging people for your time. Your time is valuable, so is theirs, but you want to charge people for the result that you're promising to help them create. So for me, for example, on that level, I do many different versions of one-on-one single sessions, and they're around either energy block clearing. I do intuitive readings where I do the healing session with the soul field. I also do strategy sessions for life strategy or business strategy. I work one-on-one mentoring with people for different skill sets, whether they're self-love skills or their communication skills, how to script skills, how to sell skills, any of these skills that they want to have a one-on-one. Look, I'm stuck here in my life or my business, my career, and I want to be able to move over this hump. Can I do a one-on-one session and accelerate through that with you? I don't want to go through a home study pack. I don't want to be, researching a gazillion things on Google and trying to piece it all together. I want you to help me to get from A to B and get that result so that I can have the outcome, which it might be feeling better about yourself, to be able to be in a better peak state, to be able to take immediate action, move out of procrastination. Maybe it is about clearing the energy blocks to feel better and not feeling the hangover of depression and anxiety and stress and fear, so that they can be in a better position to be able to make a better quality decision moving forward. Or it might be like how to create a quick income generation for the business. Or it might be, how do I communicate to my boss on negotiating my value and what I offer so I can get that promotion? What is your clients? What are your ideal clients? What are some of the challenges they're having that they are willing to do something about it quickly? They're able to pay you, and they're willing to pay you, and they're willing to do that quickly. So those are the sorts of things that you could be promoting as a one-on-one session. But remember, don't be doing it as a one for time. Don't think about time. Think about, how do you get their results? Like, I might have 30-minute sessions, but quite often I help my client get the actual result that they want and need within 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes a bit longer depending what's going on. But it's the result focus. So think about that. And then when you're shifting that mindset, you're going to create a lot more money, a lot more great favor with your clients, great goodwill. I know, Denise, you're on the call right now, and you've done many of my energy block clearings and strategy calls, and they're pretty outstanding and amazing, right? How quickly you can accelerate through those blocks. So you want to think about how can you do that with your clients? And then just the approach method, the platform, you can be doing that through social media. You can just do that through conversations. You can be able to present to them a booking link. It's something I use, Calendly. They're really inexpensive. Or even if you don't have a booking link, you can just go straight to a PayPal link. So that's another way that you can do it. And you can manually set it up if you're just starting out, or if you're just in a small operation at this stage. The second way that you can really start leveraging your time now is going from one-to-one to one-to-many, and you're having, maybe it's 5 people or 10 people, or maybe it's more. If you're new to it, I wouldn't recommend more than 10 or 12 people, depending on your skill set and how long you've been doing business and your capacity to hold your boundaries to be able to help people make those shifts, whether you're a healer or a coach or a consultant. And of course, it depends on what it is that you're training people in, upskilling them in to elevate their life and their business. What is it for you? What are you teaching? What are you a healer in? What's your modality? I want to hear about it down below. What are you a coach in? What are you a consultant in? How do you help people make a transformational shift? What are some of the results your ideal clients are looking for that you can help facilitate that transformation, and that would excite them to actually do that even in a group where they have a community and they have a connection and with like-minded people who are going to go through that transformational arc with you. And at the same time, you're leveraging your time. But there's also something really magical about working in a group where the energy starts to up level and lift everybody up, and everybody's stories that start to really impact everybody else. I know that for me, when I run my live group programs, it's so much more fun. I mean, I have many now. I have my Love Light Leadership Mastermind group, which is my higher level group, and we go through the full transformational arc of self-awareness, self-mastery, and turning ideas into income, where I take all those business and marketing strategies, but I look at the energetic view of them as well as the strategic view. And so what I want to invite you to think about is, you become that facilitator, not just the teacher, but you're the facilitator of bringing out the greatness in every single person in that group, so that they're feeling more confident in their own leadership skills and what they bring to the table. And everybody starts connecting with the stories, and just the stories alone, realizing that they're not alone on that journey, that there's someone else like them, helps to then have that integration, the alignment of the energy to apply the strategic skills. Because would you agree that you probably know a lot, but maybe there's some areas in your life where you might know it, but you're not applying it? Right? That's common. It's normal for a lot of people. I say it's normal. I say, I'll go back. It's common, but it's not actually a normal function of humanity. It's a program. And if you're in the stuck of the I know that, and you've got the information, but you're not necessarily applying it, or you're not getting the results that you're wanting or you're desiring, then that's pretty indicative of an energy block. So that's where an example of, like, here I am, I'm teaching you some amazing content to go out and go make some more money with your healing or coaching or consulting business. And if you're stuck with where you're at, you can book a one-on-one call with me. You can reach out. I can send you a link. You can have a chat with me. You're not even obligated to have a call, but you can just reach out and ask, let me know what you're stuck on, or you can drop it down below and we can have a chat about whether that's going to be a good next step for you, a good fit. So with the group training, how to do it with No Tech, and I'll give you an example of how I did it too when I first started. 4 years ago, well, when I restarted and I came into my role with really teaching people energetic and intuition skills, self-love skills, teaching self-mastery skills, and as well as online business and marketing skills. I did that as of 4 years ago, but I've been in the game since 2006. Different business before, but I'm going to focus on the 4 years because I had a big gap in between where I moved back from actually coaching and facilitating. I was doing a lot more of my own inner journey, going through the dark night of the soul and transformation. So, I'm coming from a real genuine place of sharing with you my journey. So let me share with you how I kickstarted basically with No Tech 4 years ago, literally to the day today. And so what I did is I put it out on Facebook. I put out an offer of what it is that I wanted to do over a 5-day period as a focused test group, a beta test, with the intention of going into a bigger version of it for 6 weeks later on. And I put the opportunity out on Facebook to people and said, look, I did a little video. I said, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is who it's for. And this is the results you can expect by going through the process. Let me know if you're in. And it was a Facebook group. It was a free opportunity. And then all I did was set it up so that people could come in, and if they wanted to have an experience of a one-on-one, I gave a really deeply discounted upsell for a one-on-one as like a one-time offer to be able to come into that group. And then through that it was actually 8 days at first, took people through a challenge that helped people get immediate transformational results. So that built belief within themselves that they could do it, belief in the system of what it is that I was offering, and belief in me as a coach to facilitate that transformation. And as I'm sharing this with you, I want you to think about how could you apply this to your world, your clients. How could you bring great value to them to be able to create something like this? And so during that period, it was just jumping on doing Facebook Lives, right? You can do that. It's free. There's no tech. It's not hard. Energetically, it can be challenging if you're still trying to work through that visibility challenge of feeling like, am I good enough to be heard, or am I valuable, and my content's valuable? Who's going to listen to it? All that stuff is what holds us back, right? So you want to make sure you clear that and just move forward. And sometimes just moving forward helps you to clear it, right? So just take the action. And then when you're taking people through genuine content to help them facilitate some transformation, those that are ready and hungry for more, they're going to be excited that you create an offer and invite them to a next step. And that next step can be in another Facebook group where you facilitate, you take a payment, maybe you book them on a call, you reach out to them, Messenger, you want to be able to connect with them in ways that you're building those relationships. And then you can just offer the opportunity to do 6 weeks with you in a small group. So imagine if you, instead of going for maybe, I know many people are charging $200, maybe $300 per session. Some people are charging a lot less, 100, 150. So let's go with the 100, right? Let's say that you're still on the journey of, I'm discovering my healing, coaching, consulting skills and making it into a business, because you can amplify this as much as you like. But let's say it's $100 per session hour that you're offering. Well, now when you go and do a 6-week program and with people that you've offered, that you've taken them through a focal test group, you can then offer them an opportunity to work with you in training for 6 weeks with 6 individual outcomes for a total umbrella outcome. And during those 6 weeks, maybe you're going to do some individual call one-on-one as well to facilitate a combination of one-on-one transformation as well as group transformation, as well as what I'm going to share with you in step 3, the third way, which is like providing a home study program. But I'll get back to that one in a minute. So, you know, you could offer, depending on what your skill is that you're helping them to up level and elevate their life with? What is the problem, that the core problem that you're resolving, and all the other value and benefits that are associated to that? You've got to communicate the value of all that, not communicating it's a 6-week program with 6 calls and it's on Facebook group and it's this. That's features, right? People really don't care about that. That's kind of like how it's delivered. What they want to know is, what results are you transforming in their life? What are you promising them to have an experience of at the end of it? But you could easily, depending on what your category of what your offering is, anywhere from $497 per person for that, up to $2,000 or $5,000 or even $10,000 per person, depending on your field of experience and what people are learning from you and how it's going to impact their lives and their return of investment from that afterwards, right? From doing the work. Is this valuable? Is this making a lot of sense for you? So I've covered the first way, which is one-on-one, and you can do that. And the second way is now one-to-many, and how you can do that basically for free with very little tech, doing that in a group. And you could do that even within inside 7 days by putting a post out on Facebook. You could say, look, in a couple of days, I'm kicking it off. I'm doing it for a beta test or a focus group, and it's only going to be having a small pot of people of 5 or 10 people who are committed to going through the process with me. And if you've got good 10, 12 people that you are building those relationships with, you can really facilitate some transformations and invite them to the next level. So 4 years ago, I'll go to my story now, is I did that. I put that out. That was how I launched. That's how I started. I put that video out, and I had I had like a total of 52 people who registered, because I used a very simple, it's not very technically hard, but it's a very simple funnel to be able to put people through. You don't even have to do that. You could have people who just comment down on the Facebook page, and you can respond back to there. But I had 52 people who responded. 33 of them showed up. Not all the way through, right? I had about 11 people who completed every single day with me. And those same 11 people were the ones that upgraded for the short one-on-one experience with me as well. 9 out of those 11 people purchased my 6-week program. That was, I made sure that it was a couple of months out, because what I wanted to do then was invite everyone who joined me in that free program to refer all their family and friends who they knew would love that experience to come on the next round of free. So I did another free one. So by the time I did 2 free focus groups, that I then had, the second one had the support of a lot of the people who were already invested in the next level, where they paid $697 for the first group that came through. I gave them a discount. And then the second group, I ended up having it $997. And in total, I had 33 people who paid the basic rate for a 6-week program, plus there was some upsells in there as well. But I made $33,000 in those short few months. And at the end of doing that 6-week program, I offered another higher level business strategy, Accelerate Your Life program. And I had another, I think it was 9 people that joined on that. And in total, I made 78, because it was $45,000, right? I got $5,000 per person to help them go through. It was a 5-month program, but everyone paid up in front. So within 4.5 months, I made $78,000. Would that change your life? I'm giving you like my very fundamental, easy, how do you do this? Because people are saying, Katie, how do you do this? And you're so quick to getting it to market. And it's like, you just got to, you got to be in alignment with what you're doing. You got to believe in what you're doing. And you got to have something really incredible to offer. If you don't, it's not going to work, right? And you've got to believe in the value that they're offering people. Otherwise, again, it's not going to work. The value might be there, but if you're not believing in it, it's going to be very difficult to invite people to be excited about it with you moving forward. If you've got the mindset of, oh, I don't like selling, versus the mindset of, oh my God, I've got something that's so freaking life-changing, life-transforming. I can help people get through these problems. I can help them better their relationships with themselves, with others. I can help people feel good in their bodies. I can help people make money in their life and their business, whether it's a career working for someone else or their own business or launching their business. When you know that you've got that skill set to help people who are ready, willing, and able to do that, it's your obligation to make those offers and let people know that you can help them solve that problem, right? So here's the third way to make money online. And this one is really often better after you've done the first one-on-one and then the one-to-many, because you've got your program. You can build it out as you're doing it week by week, ahead of the game, so to speak, of what you're offering with your group inside of a Facebook group. And then you've got that ready to go. So you've got an opportunity to sell that as like a home study pack versus having it as a live pack. So it's your downsell, so to speak. Or maybe it's somebody who's not really quite ready to interact with you in a group yet. They want to get a feel for you. They want the results, but they don't necessarily want to pay maybe the money, or they've got their limitations in their mind about the time, or for when calls are, or the group setup, or whatever. People have that. So when you have an opportunity to be able to take that same content and facilitate that to somebody at a lower price, but they don't get as much support with it, then that's another way that you can create an income stream. You want to really look at how can you help someone get the best results? And then how can you package that in a way so that those that are ready to accelerate, they're going to get your one-on-one attention, and there's going to be potentially some bigger prices around that. So I have one-on-one sessions, and then I have one-on-one mentoring packages that range from 6 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 months, and 12 months. And obviously that scales up. It depends as well. Is it, for me, is it a healing focus, or is it a healing and business focus? Are we going to be setting up a lot of strategy around your online business, and then I can help you mentor with that? And you want to think about how can you take what you know in your skill set and your life experience, your story, and who you're connecting with to help facilitate those same changes. How can you create that in several different offers so that you can tailor it to people's needs? Has this been amazing value for you? If this resonates, please hit the love button. Please drop some comments down below. If you have any more questions around this, make sure that you drop them down below, because I want to be able to respond to those as well. And if you're watching this on the replay on the podcast or YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. If you love this content, subscribe to it so you get it when it comes out for the next one. And also, please feel free to share it. Share this content because it's valuable. It's going to help more people to be able to connect and engage with their soul purpose, their soul calling, and helping more people to be able to awaken to theirs. With much love, light, and manifesting lots of magic, may you be blessed with your day and your ventures forward. And if you've got any questions, feel free to reach out and ask for some support and help.